This is the first ever live draft recap. Live. Source me, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to a historic day. Today, we're gonna review the Miami Dolphins Draft League official team. Now, you may be wondering who our first pick was. And my God, here it is. I've drafted an absolute powerhouse of a team. My first pick, the Miami Dolphins and coach, gold medalist KyleAye are drafting the wettest Pokemon team of all time. An absolute hurricane, a tsunami, a typhoon, a whirlpool, a tidal wave coming for the title belt. Just kidding, I already got it. Let me give you a rundown of the roster. Let me tell you what everything's here to do, okay? My first pick. I actually had the last pick in the draft. Can you believe that? Kind of crazy, huh? They knew I was a threat. They made me go last. 16th, I think, 20th? I don't know. 50th? That's what it felt like. Took forever. Dracovish. Mr. Fish, okay? Let me tell you something about Mr. Fish, alright? Is the best fish. Strong jaw ability, strong jaw. Kind of like my friend Joey. Strong, okay? Vicious Rend, alright? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you about a move called Vicious Rend, okay? Hits like a goddamn truck. Hits incredibly hard, stupid hard, ridiculously hard. It's already got 90 base power in attack. Dragon type, water type. Great defensive typing. Great. Let me tell you one thing about Mr. Fish, okay? This is all you need to know about Mr. Fish. You ready? Kill leader. I'm about to get goddamn 50 kills. 50 kills, 60 kills. I think I played 12 games. All right, I think we got 12 battles. I'm shooting for 50 kills. Very strong. Good bulk. One final thing needs to be said about Mr. Fish. Wolf Glick. Have you heard of him? Of course you have. He's a world champion. I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say at this point, okay? Mr. Fish, welcome to the team. Now, with my second pick on the journey of having the wettest team of all time. Yo, real quick, I just want to give a huge thank you to all of my channel members. If you are interested in getting your name featured in these videos, go ahead and click the second link in the description and become a channel member. I took Azumarill. Gonna use the shiny one. Also using the shiny Dracovish. Alright, we got a couple of shinies, okay? Let me tell you something about Azu, alright? Very bulky. Very bulky. Water type. It is a water type. I have 2 water types on my team. Huge power. Doubles. Okay, doubles the attack stat, alright? It's only 50 base power. Psych actually doubled. Huge power, huge dong, just like everybody subscribed to be on Twitch. By the way, I'm recording this on Twitch right now. We're doing this live. So if you're watching this on YouTube, please leave a thumbs up and consider following my Twitch. The link is in the description. Anyways, move pool, pretty solid. Access to Belly Drum, access to Knockoff. Gets Perish Song. I'm not making any promises. I'm just saying, alright? It gets Thick Fat. You may be thinking, why is Thick Fat important? It's a water type. Why are you worried about ice? Well, Mr. Fish is 4 times weak to this ice move in the game called Freeze Dry that hits water types super effective, even though it's an ice type move. This gives me a resist to that, but let me tell you the real reason why this Pokemon is here, okay? For Nexus. Shout out to Nexus. The boy, the homie, Sap Sipper. Grass type immunity. We're immune to it. We're above the influence. Don't even pass me the leaf, okay? I'm immune to it. Like, come on. It also gives me a fairy type, which is immune to dragon. I can partner that with my Dracovish. Pretty solid. Let's take a look at my third pick. It's a water type. Seismitoad, okay? AKA Frog Champ. Leave a comment down below, Frog Champ. All right, let's get it. This Pokemon, 3 great abilities. 3 of them. Let me tell you why the first one is my favorite. Water Absorb. I have a Pokemon on my team by the name of Dracovish, which is going to click a move called Vicious Rend, which is going to kill everything in the league. Getting Seismitoad allows me to get a Pokemon with Water Absorb off the board, aka removing an immunity to Vicious Rend. It also gets Poison Touch. Just a little touch. Leave them poisoned. Also, it gets access to Swift Swim. Who knows? Who knows? But I can tell you what I do know. It gets Stealth Rocks. And it only gets one weakness, alright? It is 4 times weak to grass. It's quite effective. If only I had a grass immunity. Oh, now I remember. I have Azumarill. Synergy. This Pokemon is slept on, okay? It can be physical, it can be special. Frog Champ. Remember it. Remember the name, like Fort Minor. Coming up with my 4th pick. I was taking a look at the big 3 that I got. I thought it wasn't wet enough, so we're getting rain. Heliper, aka Big Gulp. Set the rain up. It's drizzling. It's drizzly, a little drizzly outside. Great with a Choice Scarf. It's phenomenal. It gets access to a move called Defog. Let's remove these hazards from the playing field. It gets U-turn for switch momentum, and it gets 100% accurate hurricanes, because that move does not miss if the rain is up. Sets rain automatically. Pretty pog, in my opinion. Now, you may be wondering why I got this. Why did I pick this Pokemon? Well, it could be because Frog Champ gets Swift Swim, but it's also because not many Pokemon, and I mean a fucking minimal amount of Pokemon, can survive a rain-boosted Vicious Rend from Dracovish. That's why. That's why it's here. Big Gulp. Ooh, let me get a water with lemon. Ooh. Big Gulp. Pause. Coming up with my next pick. My 5th pick, actually. You see the top 4? Let me show you top 5. It is Araquinid. Another water type. Let me give you a brief rundown of Araquinid and why it's on the team, okay? Sticky Webs. Sticky Webs means that my Dracovish doesn't always have to run a Choice Scarf. I could run a Choice Band. You never know. Maybe a little Life Orb action, okay? Maybe. We'll switch it up. It gets an ability called Water Bubble. Now, a Water Bubble, Araquinid, clicking Liquidation, hits almost as hard as Dracovish. So I got Dracovish, I got Dracovish, I got Spider Dracovish. Not bad. It's a great special wall, and it can't be burned with its ability. It's immune to being burned. Hits physically offensive, can't be burned. It means people have to think twice about clicking Will-O-Wisp against my Azu or my Dracovish, because I could bring in this guy for free. What's his name? Racks on Racks. What you got? Racks on Racks on Racks? That's why. Racks. Bands. Money. Shiny, too. It's shiny. It's a shiny Pokemon. Araquinid. I've never used it before. I really wanted to use it. Guess what? I'm using it. With my 6th pick, it's a water type. Tentacruel. Let me tell you about Tentacruel. Alright? What are you laughing at? It gets Rapid Spin. It gets Knockoff. I have another Knockoff user. Its poison typing allows me to beat grass types. Same way Pelipper's flying typing allows me to beat grass types. Pretty good. Not bad, okay? It is base 100 speed, by the way. Base 100 speed. And it has Clear Body, so I don't even have to worry about getting stat drops. Pretty good. Kind of PogChamp. It gives me a Toxic Spike Setter and a Toxic Spike Absorber. I don't even have to click Rapid Spin and I can remove Toxic Spikes. Pretty sick. And it also gives me another very good, specially defensive wall. What is the name of this one, you might ask? Well, it's wet. Very wet. Almost as if a lubricant was applied. Which is why we are going with the name KyleAye Jellyfish, because it is a jellyfish full of that KY jelly, that good lube. Very nice. One moment. It's me again. You want to see my next pick? It's an old friend. Starmelo. We had Starmelo in the BBR. It was my water type. Guess what? It's my water type again. Another Rapid Spinner, okay? And it gets a wide move pool. I'm talking a deep move pool. Deep. Okay? Kind of like when you're subscribed to me on Twitch and you get that extra length and girth so you can get in there deep. That's how this move pool is. Very deep. It clicks fairy moves, electric moves, psychic moves. It be getting the moves. Starmelo, ballin'. Natural Cure, great ability. Can help my team. Well, I mean, it can help Starmelo. Let's be honest. It also gets an ability called Analytic. Powered up moves if I move last. Even though I do have base 115 speed, you never know. You never know. It is not a monotype league. I just have a massive cock, and I'm drafting a mono-type team. You thought I was memeing before? We're on a whole other level now. These kids cannot compete with me, and they like to try. They're going to be trying, and I am going to be splashing. We're going to make a splash. We're diving in. Starmelo gets recover. Reliable recovery. Very good. Elite speed tier, like I said, with 115 speed, and it gets access to flip turn, and it also gets teleport. So I have a few pivoting moves. Did I mention it gets thunder? Starmie gets thunder. 100% accurate in the rain, by the way. Let's take a look at my next Pokemon. You think it's a water type? You're right. Poliwrath. Tsunami Poppy. Big boy, big daddy. Fighting type. Helps me break down steel and normal types. It is a phenomenal Swift Swim sweeper. It could even be special. I mean, I'm excited to use it physically. Gets access to close combat now. I'm hyped for that. It also gets great bulk, making it a solid defensive option. And if I really feel like swagging on somebody, if I really feel like taking my shirt off, it gets Mind Reader and Hypnosis. All right? And y'all know I'd be going for it. Maybe I'll go for it, okay? Now, up next. Somebody said they thought it was a grass type. You're right. You're absolutely right. But it's also a water type. And it is none other than Ludicolo, aka Doug. Welcome to the team, Doug. It's another Swift Swim user. Also, Poliwrath is a water absorber. Another water absorbmon. Let's collect that. Let's help out my Dracovish. It gets a good special move pool. And it actually gets access to Swords Dance, meaning that we can utilize some of those physical moves it gets as well. Another knockoff user. Another one. Another one. It also gets an ability called Rain Dish. We can heal a little bit in the rain, you feel me? Throw that on there with an Assault Vest and leftovers. You can't kill him. It's Doug. Teach me how to Dougie, I can teach you. What did I pick after Ludicolo? Well, I need a way to beat fire types. So I took another water type. This also helps me beat psychic and ghost types, by the way, with Crawdad being a dark type. It gets adaptability, hitting unreasonably hard, insanely hard, okay? It already has 120 base attack. Let's say I get the rain up. Then I'm clicking adaptability, Aqua Jet, priority, get out of my face. It can set up with Swords Dance. It can set up with Dragon Dance. Hell, it can even set up with Nasty Plot, okay? And it has base 90 special attack. So do not sleep on Crawdad, because Crawdad is not just wet. Look at the name. It's always wet. Always. The strongest knockoff in the entire game. The strongest one. Knockoff. The strongest. On my team. The wettest Pokemon team of all time. And it even gets access to close combat now. This was a point-based draft. I have 10 points remaining. I really wanted Lantern. I reached out to someone. I said, hey man, can you please not take Lantern? I really want it on my team. They took it anyways. Then I hit up somebody else and I said, hey, you want to help me complete this trade for Lantern? You got Slowbro. And they'll do that trade. We can do a 3-way trade. They said no thank you, and they just did a single trade with them. So Lantern went to the other team, and I didn't get shit. I got something better. I got Lantern, okay? My final pick is Lantern. For 1 point. I have 9 points left over. Who needs them? Who needs them? They're scared of my fucking meme team, dude. They're afraid. They're counter-building my mono water team. It's going down. Let me tell you something about Lantern. This is God himself reincarnated as a Pokemon. This fucking guy literally heals when he gets hit with lightning. He heals! Kyle, your team's looking awfully weak to electric. Tell it to my Lantern. Also gets water absorbed, by the way. Also gets water absorbed, by the way. If I didn't mention that. Let's take a general look of this team altogether, okay? It puts tons of pressure on opposing teams to check water types. Tons. Tons of pressure. Lots of Swift Swim options that force prep. I have multiple Swift Swimmers. What if I don't bring rain, huh? What if I bring Water Absorb Heliper? Because it gets that too. This team makes it very easy to wear things down for Dracovish. Whenever they're worried about 5 other Pokemon click and stab water moves, things that they have to look out for, All it takes a little chip damage. Mr. Fish comes in. 50 kills. Don't be surprised. That's 5 kills 10 times and 2 days off, alright? I'm gonna tell you one other thing about this team. Mono Water Hog. Leave a like on the video. Leave a comment down below and tell me what your favorite member of the team is, and tell me if this team... Tell me how wet this team is.